Mr. Krabs, who forgot his house keys, didn't hesitate to climb through the sewer and emerge from the toilet only to be pushed back in by SpongeBob with a plunger. Mr. Krabs even used a wrecking ball machine to bash his own house, all just to get inside. That day, Mr. Krabs was going to a food fair. He called SpongeBob to watch the house for him. With a recent spate of thefts, he specifically warned SpongeBob don't open the door for anyone, no matter who it is. After Mr. Krabs left, SpongeBob just relaxed a little when he heard a knock at the door and was about to open it only to run into Mr. Krabs. He sternly warned SpongeBob again, don't open the door for anyone. SpongeBob vowed earnestly to get the job done.
I think the boys got it.
He started checking the house for signs of thieves. After finishing his checklist, the pizza SpongeBob ordered arrived. He told the delivery guy through the peephole to slide it through the mail slot. The whole pizza got squashed into a mushy mess. Not even the bits of pizza stuck on the mail slot went to waste. Meanwhile, Mr. Krabs arrived at the food fair only to be told he needed a dime to get in. It made his eyes pop. Being so petty, he'd rather not go. As he grumbled, the next attendee luckily won a $1,000 prize, which left Mr. Krabs totally speechless. On the other side, SpongeBob was watching a horror movie, so scared he didn't dare open his eyes. When he suddenly heard a knock, he panicked even more. He crept over to the door cautiously. It was Mr. Krabs, who'd forgotten his keys. But SpongeBob was convinced it was a thief pretending to be Mr. Krabs. It made Mr. Krabs so anxious he tried to squeeze through the mail slot, but his butt was too big. Just as he fumed, he noticed the attic window was open. He immediately started climbing up with his big claws. SpongeBob called Patrick for help.
Please, hurry!
Mr. Krabs watched Patrick approach, thinking SpongeBob would never let him in. But Patrick just stuck his butt into the mail slot, and SpongeBob pulled hard, yanking him inside. All because Patrick was nothing but fat. Just as Mr. Krabs was about to climb in, he got struck by lightning and fell. To make sure any thief would regret coming, SpongeBob and Patrick set up traps around the house. Opening the door would trigger a pillow attack.
Soft justice.
Mr. Krabs decided to go through the sewer. He just popped out of the toilet when SpongeBob spotted him and unceremoniously pushed him back in. He went to the door, saw the pet entrance, and tried to sneak through, only to barely escape with his life. It made Mr. Krabs lose his patience entirely. SpongeBob and Patrick were celebrating when the whole house suddenly started shaking. It was Mr. Krabs, using a wrecking ball machine to bash his way in. He finally made it into his own house with the wrecking ball. Though he was so battered, no one could tell who he was. The next second, he fell right into one of SpongeBob's traps. A frustrated Mr. Krabs pulled out his business card. SpongeBob took one look, opened the trap. Thankfully, Mr. Krabs forgave them. He was too embarrassed to blame them, really. Just then, there was another knock at the door.
The robber!
It was his daughter, Pearl, who'd also forgotten her keys.
You sound like me, daughter, Mr. Robber, but you look nothing like her!
Plankton rode his boat along Patrick's drool, all the way into his mouth, just to collect a single drop of saliva. With Patrick's drool, Plankton created a paste that could make people dumb, and soon everyone in Bikini Bottom turned into airheads. That day, Plankton failed yet again to steal the secret formula. As he watched Patrick ride by on his skateboard, Sandy came up with a clever idea for him.
To give up that formula, Mr. Krabs would have to be as dumb as Patrick.
Plankton instantly had a light bulb moment. He immediately rode back into Patrick's mouth, but inside he had to battle Patrick's tongue. One lick nearly scared Plankton to death. After paying a huge price, he finally managed to collect more drool and flew away on Patrick's bad breath. Back at the chum bucket, Plankton mixed Patrick's saliva with his dumb paste, but by accident, the paste splattered onto himself. In an instant, he turned into a big dummy, even growing a pointy head just like Patrick's. The smell of the paste drifted out through the chimney into the clouds, spreading across Bikini Bottom. When Sandy stepped outside, she saw all the residents had grown pointy heads. The Easter Island head turned into a clown, and Squidward got even dumber than Patrick. Meanwhile, SpongeBob was making Krabby Patties out of sand. Mr. Krabs was tossing money off his rooftop, and he even ripped the secret formula into pieces. Soon, crowds of residents lined up outside the chum bucket, proving just how dumb they'd become.
Zeros being everyone's collective IQ.
Since Karen was a machine, she wasn't affected. She explained everything to Sandy. By now, Plankton was so dumb he couldn't even feel pain. To cure him, Sandy stuffed brain-boosting nuts into his mouth, but they didn't seem to work.
It's no use. Being smart takes work.
That gives me an idea.
So she built an entire university on the spot. At first, no one was interested, but once she jingled her keys, everyone came running. The first lesson was how to wear pants properly. Those who learned saw their pointy heads shrink. Next came lessons on eating. Only those who ate properly managed to shrink their heads back to normal. After a semester went by, most of the townsfolk had returned to normal. Graduation day arrived. Sandy, as the school principal, prepared a speech, while Squidward played his clarinet as accompaniment, though it still sounded just as awful. Over at the Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs was cooking Krabby Patties. The taste was as authentic as ever. Plankton smelled it, rushed over, and after taking a bite himself, felt like he had discovered a whole new world.
No, please, not that. Anything but that.
He immediately closed in on Mr. Krabs, who, terrified, handed over the secret formula. Just as Plankton was about to claim his prize, SpongeBob threw Mr. Krabs' graduation certificate at him. In that instant, Mr. Krabs returned to normal. Plankton thought the certificate had magical powers, but Sandy appeared behind him.
Here's your final grade for acting class. A+. I really felt the fear.
It turned out Mr. Krabs had just been acting all along, and once again, Plankton's plan failed.